Imagine waking up one morning feeling exhausted, your skin looks irritated, your stomach feels off, and somehow, your brain feels foggy too. You might blame your sleep, maybe stress, maybe getting older. But what if there's another piece of the puzzle hiding in a place you probably don't think about very often? Your gut. Inside your digestive system lives an entire community of trillions of microorganisms. Together, they're known as your gut microbiome. And scientists are learning that this microscopic community doesn't just help digest your food. It communicates with your immune system, interacts with your metabolism, and sends signals along the gut-brain connection. So today, let's take a quick trip inside your body and uncover how your gut may influence 3 things you care about every day: your brain, your skin, and your immune system. First, let's talk about your brain. Have you ever had that feeling after a terrible night's sleep where your brain just doesn't seem to work? You can't focus. You're irritable. Everything feels harder. Your gut and brain are connected through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. Think of it like a two-way communication system. Your brain can influence your digestive system, while signals from your gut can travel back toward your brain. Your gut microbes can also produce compounds that interact with your nervous system and immune system. That's why researchers are studying the relationship between the microbiome, stress, mood, and cognitive health. But here's the important part. A bad gut doesn't automatically mean you'll develop depression or another brain disorder. The human body isn't that simple. Your genetics, sleep, stress, diet, physical activity, and environment all matter. Now let's move to something you can actually see: your skin. Have you ever noticed that your skin seems worse when your lifestyle is worse? Maybe you're stressed, sleeping poorly, and eating mostly takeout. There may be more going on than you realize. Scientists are investigating what's known as the gut-skin axis, the relationship between your gut, immune system, inflammation, and skin. That doesn't mean eating one superfood will magically clear your acne. But your overall diet matters. Foods like vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, whole grains, nuts, and seeds provide fiber and other nutrients that support overall health and can help feed beneficial gut bacteria. And then there's your immune system. This is where the gut becomes especially interesting. Your digestive tract is constantly exposed to things coming in from the outside world: food, bacteria, and other substances. So your immune system has to constantly decide: friend or threat. The gut microbiome interacts with immune cells and helps support the environment where these immune processes happen. When the microbiome is disrupted, researchers are investigating how those changes may contribute to inflammation and disease. And several everyday habits can influence your gut microbiome: your diet, your sleep, your activity level, stress, and even certain medications, especially antibiotics. Now, antibiotics can be incredibly important and sometimes life-saving, but they shouldn't be taken unless they're actually needed and prescribed appropriately. So what can you do to support your gut? Honestly, it doesn't have to be complicated. Start with something incredibly boring. Eat more plants. Add vegetables to your meals. Eat more beans and lentils. Choose whole grains. Have some fruit. Include nuts and seeds. And try to eat a wider variety of foods instead of the exact same meals every day. Then, get regular physical activity. Protect your sleep. Manage chronic stress. And make highly processed foods the exception, not the foundation of your diet. You don't need an expensive gut detox. You don't need a shelf full of supplements. And you don't need to chase every health trend you see on TikTok. Your gut isn't looking for a miracle. It's looking for consistency. Because here's the bigger lesson. Your gut isn't an isolated organ just sitting there digesting your lunch. It's part of a much larger network involving your immune system, metabolism, brain, and potentially even your skin. And while scientists are still uncovering exactly how all of these connections work, one thing is clear: the habits that support your gut are often the same habits that support your overall health. So the next time you're thinking about getting healthier, don't just ask, "What should I take?" Ask yourself, What am I doing every day to take care of the ecosystem inside my body? Because sometimes better health doesn't start with another supplement. It starts with what's already on your plate.